What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today, we're using the Giratina Groudon team once again with Tapu Fini, Ferrothorn, Oranger, and Incineroar. Let's get started and play some games. So, overall, the team's been interesting. It hasn't been the best team, but it's definitely been interesting. I've been really liking how much work Giratina's been putting in. I feel like Giratina has actually put in a lot more work than I originally anticipated. I was like thinking, oh, maybe this team's just going to be like another Groudon sub team. Like Giratina might come in a few games, but no, we've actually been bringing Giratina a lot more than I thought, and it's been actually doing some work. We got Lily for the United States, 1441 rating, but we can never underestimate, especially since he or she is bringing, oh my lord, not the Lilligant. Lilligant's a scary Pokemon. Sleep Powder is an option, of course, but I think we all know the infamous Lilligant. Sleep Powder, standard stuff after you. Yeah, and I don't have a way to stop Lilligant. I mean, I do have Sleep Powder, which is actually good. Sleep Powder is actually going to be great in this matchup. A few things I could do here. I really like my Giratina in this matchup if we can somehow get rid of that Kyurem. So it looks like we got Gravity, just the Gravity stuff overall. It looks like Sable's going to have Gravity. We're probably going to see Bronzong with Gravity and Hypnosis. Yeah, they're going to be a really scary team. I think overall my best Pokemon in this matchup. I don't think I'm bringing a Rangoon, which is the weird part. I feel like I do need a Rangoon, but I feel like it's not necessary. Yeah, that's super weird. I actually like Giratina a lot here. Giratina plus Incineroar. With Groudon in the back for damage and the Tapu Fini. Yeah, it's super weird. This matchup is definitely not one I think I would have thought, but yeah, I was actually building something similar to this for Baek Battles. Think of using Gravity Hypnosis with like the Kyurem stuff. Of course, Gravity Hypnosis definitely has been different because of the fact now we have Tapu Koko, and Tapu Fini are decently popular in this format. So yeah, especially Tapu Koko, it's pretty popular. We're gonna see the Sableye Nihilego. Nihilego doesn't get Hypnosis, does it? I mean, it gets Grass Knot and a few other options, but I don't think it gets other stuff. Giratina and Incineroar are gonna lead here. I always just fake out the Nihilego, go for Calm Mind here. I don't know what Sableye is going to do. I feel like you would want to set up that Gravity right away. Or maybe you go for Taunt, but I don't know if you would Taunt my Giratina immediately if you don't know what it does. Maybe my opponent does know though. So I'll just fake out the Giratina. I mean, either way, I don't see a reason not to Calm Mind because my opponent has to go for a turn going for a Taunt here. Nihilego going to protect here, so it's not Scarf. Maybe it's like a Sash variant. Fake Out going to go out into Nihilego as let's see what the Sableye does. It does go for the Gravity immediately. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. We do get the Calm Mind off. And the question is, what do I want to do after? Sableye does have access to Quash, which can be frustrating to deal with. But I mean, I'm bringing all slow Pokemon, so regardless, I don't think it matters too much. I'll live one attack from Nihilego. I feel like I just want to chip these Pokemon right now. I think I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball and the Sableye. Power Gem is probably coming out into the Incineroar slot. I feel like maybe just going out of Groudon is probably the best play. I kind of want to try to 2KO the Sableye because Foul Play could be a realistic threat into my Giratina, which is why. And I don't want to take a Power Gem with Incineroar immediately if I don't have to. I want to scout what this Nihilego says, if it's Trick Room, if it has like the Grass Knot. We are just going to see just a regular Power Gem. So Groudon does resist this now since it's only a ground type. And Sableye didn't go for Pranks move. So most likely it is going to be that Foul Play. Shadow Ball almost picks up the knockout and eject button. Okay. So I don't take any damage, which is nice, but my opponent gets a free switch into whatever he wants. And since the Gravity is set up, it doesn't look good for my Giratina since it is now vulnerable to the Precipice Blades. A Kyurem going to come out though. Oh, that's even worse, I think. That's even worse, I think. Yeah, Blizzard's going to do a lot of damage. Gravity under Blizzard's actually super scary. I feel like it's Scarf Kyurem. I feel like it should be Scarf Kyurem. We'll go for Aura Spear. Or we'll go for Calm Mind. I think Calm Mind is optimal here. And going out an Incineroar, because then maybe I can fake out plus Aura Spear to cure him in the following turn. But this could work out really badly. I don't know how much Blizzard is going to do to Giratina. It really comes down to an item. Usually we see Choice Scarf a lot on these Curums with Gravity, because Gravity Blizzard just does so much damage. Also, we don't know where the Nihilego is doubling up. I'm hoping it's the Giratina slot, but it could be the Incineroar slot trying to catch a switch. It looks like it might be Scarf. Kyurem or just slow on the Nihilego. Wow, that doesn't do as much to my Giratina as I thought. Luckily, you can't freeze in the sun. Oh, Clear Smog. Never seen that one before. Okay, so it doesn't have Grass Knot. Okay. That's good at least. We'll get a Calm Mind off here. Still doesn't look that good here. I mean, I'll live a Power Gem from the Nihilego, which is a good thing. We can go for Aura Spear and fake out the Kyurem and attempt to try to get rid of it. I don't think Aura Spear will knock out the Kyurem, but I mean, hey, it's better than nothing at this point, and we do put Kyurem in range of Muddy Water potentially in the back. It's just, this is looking really difficult. Ooh, we even see the Kyurem switch out into Sableye. Very nice play from my opponent's end. Very nice play from my opponent's end. And Nihilego protects. Okay, that works out. That's not the worst case, I guess. A worst case could have potentially just been my opponent going for Power Gem or Clear Smog that turn, so that works out fine. How many turns of this Gravity is left? One turn of Gravity. Okay, so if I can knock out Sableye, I do prevent Gravity from going off, which could be huge. Do I really mind the Gravity? Probably not, realistically. I kind of want to target down the Nihilego now with Knockoff and Shadow Ball. Because again, Power Gem is not going to knock out Incineroar, at least I'm very sure, with my special defense investment. And then, even if we Clear Smog Giratina, that's fine, because Kyurem's not going to do anything next to Sableye. We're going to see the Clear Smog once again, so maybe just expect my Incineroar to retreat there. Into Groudon once again, so no surprise. Let's see, it might be a Foul Play double up too. Shadow Ball going to come out into the Nihilego. What are these items? Red card. Okay, Groudon comes out, which is actually amazing for me. Foul Play does come out. Oh, but it doubles into my Groudon. That's damage. Luckily, it's not too much, and I might be able to activate my Berry afterward. Gravity returns to normal. Okay, I want my Berry activated. Is Giratina really worth much anymore? My opponent's been playing well. I do get Precipice Blades off. I feel like I always U-turn out here, so I don't take any damage. I think I U-turn my own Groudon. I feel like that is the play, actually. Even if that Beta Chip might screw me over in the late part of the game, I feel like guarantee to switch and not like let Feeny take any damage is really crucial here. So we'll see the Gravity come out. No surprise, we will go for the Precipice Blades. We will be able to get damage into the Sableye. Red card Nihilego is interesting. I guess that's your Incineroar answer. We do knock out the Sableye. We will get a U-turn off. And then I think we just sack my Giratina here, because I think Kyurem's coming out. Yeah, I just got on a Giratina and then sack it to bring out my Incineroar afterward, and then click Fake Out into the Kyurem and then click Blades. Sun Fades, which, I mean, that's kind of bad because then you could start freezing me. Like, freeze is actually a condition. But then again, I'm not allowing this Kyurem to attack, so regardless, I think we're good here. The problem is this Nihilego afterward. Maybe I should have Sword Stance instead of going for the Blades, giving my opponent free switching. I just didn't want my opponent to go for, like, Protect Foul Play immediately. But then again, this team really relies on set up Gravity, so it might have been worth. I think we protect here always. We try to get the damage on the Kyurem that we do need. I'm pretty sure it's just a double up into the Giratina with Blizzard plus the Power Gem here. I don't really see a reason not to. Or maybe Nihilego retreats to get maybe a more offensive presence like my opponent's own Groudon in. Because that could be really scary. Groudon next to Kyurem. That's probably the one way you could screw me over. I'm going to have to hope Nihilego stays in. Looks like Nihilego stays in, which is the better case scenario for me. As Kyurem just going to start going for Blizzard. There's no reason not to go for Blizzards here. As Giratina, unfortunately, you did your work, Giratina. It's alright. It's alright. Jackpot's and Red card on the same team. Huh. Power Gem into the Groudon. Now we go Incineroar here. We click Blades. The problem is afterward, I don't know how we exactly approach this. Because I get a fake out and a Kyurem in the Precipice Blades, right? Then I don't know what I do from there. Because then I probably have to sack Feeny or take damage with Feeny, and then I'm in a really hard situation. So we'll go for fake out. Yeah, I'm not really seeing many good ways out at this point. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty tough battle. Since I didn't bring a Ranger, I felt like if I brought a Ranger, maybe this matchup could have been easier. But then again, I couldn't really set up Swords Dance because of the Sableye. The Sableye, because of the fact Foul Play will threaten my Groudon and does underspeed, could have been a big issue. Maybe I should have brought a Ranger over to Feeny, but I was really worried about the Lilligant. My opponent's gonna make a good play here and switch out into. Wait, it's not the Groudon in the back; it's the Lilligant. Wait, that changes things a lot. Alright, I'm gonna come out. I should knock out my Incineroar. Just barely approximating the very exact HP. Okay, Kyurem, Incineroar, you're clutch. We do go for the Precipice Blades right here. Knock out the Nihilego. Good damage in the Lilligant. Again, it's really close of a situation, but if you lock yourself in a Blizzard, you can't knock out my... So Kyurem's gonna come out. Okay, so you're Choice Scarf Kyurem. Like, I have to assume you're Choice Scarf Kyurem at this point. If you lock yourself in a Blizzard, you lose the game because you can't touch my Incineroar. Unless you're gonna go for a Sleep Powder Wincon, which I don't think is a play, especially with Gravity gonna be ending soon. Literally in 2 turns. I go Feeny here for the Incineroar. The reason I go Feeny here is because Incineroar is a Wincon, and I do want to see if the Kyurem locks itself into Blizzard, or could lock itself into potentially Earth Power if it does carry it. So I can see like Earth Power and into the Incineroar and a Grass Knot into Groudon. If that's the case, I'd be able to get Feeny in and then throw off a Specs Moonblast into one of my opponent's targets. So we'll bring up Feeny here. Unless our power is a tier KO on Feeny, but I don't know. Kyurem White has really strong special attack, but Feeny's no slouch in the special defense department, although I don't have much investment. So Groudon protects here. We're gonna see the lock in the Blizzard. Okay, is that a Sleep Powder condition then? Are you trying to condition yourself? Grass Whistle. Oh right, because Grass Whistle also hits grass types. Huh. Okay, but it's like 80% accurate or something if I remember right. Okay, that works. Sack Groudon is always my play here, or might as well just attempt to double protect. Yeah, I might as well just attempt to double protect. Gravity's still up for another turn. If I can stall it out, that could be really good. We'll go for the Moonblast into the... I think the Lilligant slot. How many Blizzards have my opponent clicked with Kyurem? I think that's the main question. We failed to protect. Blizzard's gonna come out. We'll be on knockout. It really comes down to the grass move on Lilligant. If it's Grass Knot, I should be able to survive with Feeny. But if it's... I guess if it's, yeah, it's actually Grass Knot. Okay, perfect. So yeah, Feeny is really light, so that really helps out. Moonblast's gonna come out into the Lilligant. I do want to knock out Lilligant because I do think I can beat the Kyurem pretty easily. Okay, that worked out. That was a really close one. Okay. Gravity returns to normal. We can get Incineroar here. And then we can just click Fake Out into the Kyurem and a Moonblast here. And Kyurem, since it's locked in the Blizzard, I don't know how many Blizzards my opponents have used. I feel like it's at least 4. But either way, it should be fine. Because Fake Out into Moonblast, even if Moonblast doesn't knock out Kyurem, which I'd be surprised about because it's like near max special attack Feeny, Incineroar should still finish the game off. My opponent can't freeze me, and even if my opponent was able to, I just click Flare Blitz. So Moonblast's gonna come out. Does knock out the Kyurem, and that's gonna be a good game. So really rocky start. Like nothing was really going my way. My opponent played super defensively, which I tried to capitalize off. I feel like there were a few turns that I could definitely play better. Like the I guess because I knew Sableye probably would have had to set up Gravity instead of going for the foul play. I think I should just Swords Dance with my... If I just Swords Dance with my Groudon, because it would force you to Clear Smog that spot. Clear Smog the Groudon, which means, you know, next turn I'd be able to just go for Blades, get a double knockout potentially. I'd be able to go for Precipice Blades there. If Sableye stayed in, like, and Nihilego stayed in, I'd just get a double knockout. Nihilego couldn't go for Protect unless he wanted to go for the double. If Sableye switched out, somebody was taking big damage, which would have been nice overall, because Incineroar Fake Out and the Precipice Blades would have been great there for me in general. If you don't clear Smog, I just get a bunch of KOs. Yeah, I feel like Sword Sense was the better play instead of going for the foul play. I was just worried about the foul play into the Groudon, but I think you have to set up gravity for my opponent because of the fact that you want to try to hit all those Blizzards and Precipice Blades. You don't want to rely on missing them outside. You don't want to take the gamble because you have to hit a lot of Blizzards Blades if my opponent had Groudon in the back, which is what I was expecting. So yeah, luckily we were able to pull out the win. Groudon coming in clutch, Incineroar really coming in clutch. Feeny with the terrain and just not taking anything from the Grass Knot because it doesn't care about Grass Knot because it's like light as a feather. I don't remember the base power. I think it's 40 or 60. As we got Will from Italy at a 14.99 rated player from, I already said Italy. Using the popular QR code team, I never really understood this team. We got Xerneas, Tapu Lele, Lurantis, Amoonguss, Incineroar, and the Groudon. So, I mean, not Groudon, Dialga. So, my Groudon's really good in this matchup. Extremely good. My opponent really doesn't have a good Groudon answer. I can't remember what could potentially be a Groudon answer for my opponent. Groudon plus Feeny does really well here. I think Incineroar is good too. I mean, not Incineroar. Well, Incineroar could do well here. It does do pretty well because of the fact it can hit all the grass types for really good damage. I think I want to lead Groudon. Okay, I don't think Giratina's coming. I don't think this matchup's good for Giratina. I think the 4 I'm leaning towards are Groudon, Tapu Fini, Oranguru, and Incineroar. I mean, I could bring Pharaoh and Fury, but I feel like you definitely bring Incineroar if you're my opponent. I feel like you might bring Lurantis. You might bring a Moon. I'm not sure if you bring a Amoonguss. You might bring a Amoonguss with Lele, if anything. Not sure if you bring Dialga. We'll go Groudon plus Incin, I think. Yeah, I like that with Oranguru and Tapu Fini. I don't like leading Oranguru here. I just don't think leading Oranguru is optimal against my opponent. The reason I don't feel like leading Oranguru is good against my opponent is because of the fact that if my opponent leads Incineroar, I kind of want to get that Intimidate off, and I want to trade Fake Outs if you try to Fake Out the Groudon. Although there could be a Lele switch, but even if you go for a Lele switch, I don't know what you could capitalize off. Maybe Geomancy, I guess. If that's the case, that's actually bad. I should. Because my opponent actually does lead the Lele Xerneas. Okay. Not the greatest. Yep. Probably should have led Oranguru because you would have to double up that slot. I mean, you could double up the Groudon slot, which is annoying too because Psychic and the Moonblast would definitely KO the Groudon. I really miss that fire typing on Groudon, but we'll switch out Groudon here, I think. We'll go Feeny to get rid of his terrain. And we'll click Fake Out into the Xerneas right away. I don't want to set up a Geomancy. And the next turn, what can we do? I guess we could attempt a Haze. So it can't set up and U-turn with my Incineroar out into Lele, get in a Oranguru, try to Trick Room up. Yeah, I like that. I led pretty badly against my opponent. Like, this could really cost me because these turns I'm playing passive are just turns that my opponent's going to be able to get a lot of damage in my team. Maybe even knock out the Feeny and get terrain control. So we'll get in my Feeny here. I feel like if you're my opponent, what do you do? Maybe taunt my Incineroar because a lot of Incineroar's been carrying Roar, so I could see that play. We'll Fake Out. But it's just going to be a Moonblast. Is that an Incineroar instead? Okay, that's fairly boosted. Is that Specs? That just did a lot of damage. I think that's Specs. That did so much damage. Or wait, no, that probably is just normal damage because of that Fairy Aura. I have to prevent my opponent attacking this turn. I'm gonna U-turn and Haze. I have to prevent the setup. We're gonna see the Xerneas switch out into Lurantis, so okay. And Moonblast once again. I mean, you lost a Fairy Aura boost. Does this knock out? It knocks out because of a crit. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have knocked out without the Fairy Aura boost, so that's frustrating. But you know what? We gotta take this. That's super frustrating. We'll go Groudon here. I think I gotta attempt a Swords Dance up here. As Lurantis, I'm hoping protects here. That was probably the worst. Ah, the crit really sucked. I could have got U-turn into Oranguru, or I could have U-turned into Groudon and just click Fire Punch because I still had Incineroar as a switch in, but now I don't have Incineroar, so this game got a lot harder. And my opponent just attacks here, so Moonblast and Leaf Blade, most likely that's gonna do a lot. Jeez, that Moonblast is doing so much. It has to be Specs. It has to be Choice Specs. Leaf Blade, that's probably game. Oh, it targets my Oranguru though. Well, I don't see how I come back though, because I would have to hope Moonblast is a roll. Yeah, I'd have to hope Moonblast is a roll. And I'd have to hope I live it. I should do that calc with Choice Specs Moonblast afterward. Maybe I should invest more special defense into Groudon. Moonblast. Okay, it looks like it was a roll, and so we do get the berry off. Okay, so we do have a shot here. I had to go for it. Like, yeah, there's no other out. Fire Punch knocks out Lurantis, and we do get Trick Room up. So this could be good if my opponent doesn't have Amoonguss in the back. Amoonguss is probably the only Pokemon that's really actually threatening me right now. So we'll see what my opponent decides to bring. If it's not Amoonguss, I'm in a really good spot here. Not sure if you bring... I feel like he brought nothing for my Incineroar, technically. It's going to be my opponent's own Incineroar. Oh, that's good for me. That's very good for me. That's very good for me. I'm already +1 with Groudon. I think I bring out Feeny here. The reason I bring out Feeny is because of the fact that I'm worried about Lele switching out to Xerneas. And then Xerneas can Moonblast and knock out my Groudon potentially. I don't know. I feel like Moonblast will knock out my Groudon because it is Xerneas. So the thing is, I think you switch out Lele here in a Xerneas and then fake out the Groudon. So then you can Moonblast. But it looks like my opponent stayed in. Huh. Oh wait, Flare Blitz is an option the following turn. So this is fake out a Groudon and a Moonblast into the Groudon slot as well. Okay. Sunlight fades. Oh, that's actually perfect timing for the sun to fade. That's actually the perfect timing. Because now I'll just be able to go for Precipice Blades. And as long as I actually... Okay, I probably shouldn't say this. I always jinx myself on camera. But as long as I hit Precipice Blades here, should be able to either get a double knockout because that should be Specs Lele. Oh man, this is going to come close. I really need Precipice Blades to hit. Especially the Lele. So yeah, this could be really, really terrifying. This could be really terrifying. We have to go. And the reason is because Incineroar most likely slower than Groudon. I don't want to stay in for Oranguru because it's just going to get knocked out and then I couldn't do anything. We're going to see the U-turn actually come out into the Groudon slot. So, okay, as long as we hit Blades, we should win because I'll knock out Lele with Blades. Xerneas will take a bunch, and then Moonblast will finish off the Xerneas since I am Choice Specs. So please, Groudon, don't be blind here. Nice, okay. That's game. Okay. Knocks out Lele. We get a Moonblast into Xerneas. I gotta look up that team afterward. I really gotta find out if it's Specs or not on the Lele. Because the damage, it just seems like it's Specs, but... I don't know, it just didn't seem like Specs. I feel like Specs should have done more. Does Moonblast just do that much to Groudon naturally? Maybe it has a boosting item? I don't know. We're gonna see Incineroar come out. But my position is pretty much sealed. I just go for Muddy Water here. And I go for a... Yeah, I just go for Moonblast and Precipice Blades. No reason not to. There's absolutely no reason not to go for Moonblast plus Precipice Blades, as we do finish off the Incineroar, and that is going to be a good game to our opponent. So, yeah, not sure what I have to say. I think the lead was really bad. I feel like without the crit, it would have been easier. It would have been easier for me to deal if I had to basically gamble a lot more. But I guess the gamble ended up working well for me, so I guess I can't really complain about that. And yeah, I feel like there are definitely better plays. I think maybe I should just led differently. Maybe I should just let a Rangoon Groudon, because I think leading a Rangoon Groudon might have, I don't know, does a Rangoon go down the 2 Moonblast? It might. I don't know, that's really tough to say. But I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. We played some games with people under the 1500s, but as you can see, still really scary. Like, those teams were definitely some terrifying teams. But hope that everyone enjoyed. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Today is Sunday, so it's Championship Sunday at the Philadelphia Regional Championship. Who knows? Maybe I'm in it, maybe I'm not. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see, I guess. Or maybe you already know the results, because it probably came out by the time this video is uploaded. But hope everyone enjoyed regardless. Hopefully I'm able to do well in Philadelphia, at least get championship points, which is my goal. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.